All right, guys. Just your average Joe here. And I've been a little under the weather lately, so I haven't really been doing any streams. I have one planned for this Saturday, but that is besides the point. So I'm going to get into it. This is going to be a part two of a stream that I did back in June. Actually, one of my more engaging streams, one of easily my most viewed. It's almost at 6,000 views. So I want to thank everybody that has viewed that and dropped your likes. It's got nearly 70 likes. Obviously, I'd want that number higher, but that's besides the point. Okay, so the reason for this stream is not to kind of coattail on the success that I had of that stream. Obviously, you guys enjoyed it, so I do want to give you information that just came to me. This is brand new. Uh, I just had an interaction with one of the representatives from Hulu because I had a question, or I guess an issue that I wanted some clarification on. And I spoke to them, I got my answer, and it wasn't an answer that I wanted. So I said, you know what? After doing that stream, which I'm assuming was informative, because like I said, it garnered a lot of views. And again, I thank you for that. But I feel like maybe not everybody knows this. This is something that whether you are a Fubo TV member or a Hulu Live member, maybe this is something, or you're on the fence about both. Maybe this is something that you would want to know. So, look, in my previous stream, I gave price points, I gave pros and cons, at the same price point at 69, what is it? 63.99, right? Let's just say 64.99 is the starter price point for Fubo. 63.99 for Hulu Live with ads is for Hulu. So they're about $1 off. Hulu has 75 plus channels, and I think what is it, 117 for Fubo TV. And I've already been through this, and a lot of people who have Fubo realize that a lot of those channels are bloated and they're channels that you're never going to watch. Even with their bonus and their add-ons, some of the things like I was doing the sports package, I think just for one of the MLB, I think it was first pitch or something MLB related, because that was back in April when I signed up because I wanted to, get a lot of baseball news or whatever. And then NFL Redzone you get as well in the sports package with Fubo. I actually just canceled my sports package with Hulu because I was paying over $80 a month. And for one extra channel, because the other channels I'm not going to use in that sports package that Hulu gives, just for Red Zone, and I wasn't really even using it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna cut my costs, and I'm like, after that, it's going to be like $71. So here's the reason for the stream, and this is what I'm going to get into. One of the reasons I left Fubo TV, and I'm going to give you, I don't know if you guys realize that that's what I've done because back in June, I was still with Fubo. I was going to give them some more time to work out any of the kinks or whatever. But my main concern, and a lot of people commented on the stream, it said one of the major, I guess, deal breakers were the fact that Fubo TV lost their rights to the Turner networks and TBS and TNT. And a lot of sports playoffs, a lot of sports games are played on that, besides their catalog and their movies. So the fact that they lost that, and like I said before, again, I don't want to get too far into the first stream and what I said, but a lot of the issues I had with Fubo TV was device specific. I use Xbox One for my main device, which is in my living room, and then my Apple TV is in my bedroom. And I've noticed that Apple TV unlocks certain functions that the Xbox One doesn't. But anyway, that's besides the point. And from what I can tell, because I've had Hulu Live for a while as well, I don't see any functions that you gain on the Apple TV that I lose on the Xbox. So to my best knowledge, I don't have, like, Apple TV doesn't have anything where I have anything special with them as opposed to my Xbox Live. So I don't think my Xbox One is limited in that regard. But anyway, so I've been doing my spoiler reviews for Chucky. It's a new TV series on USA and Sci-Fi. Okay. So I've been watching that. Now, I've noticed that there are a lot of ads. And look, I know I'm paying for no ads, but from what I've heard countless amount of times from Hulu representatives, the only thing, even when you're not paying for ads, when you're paying for no ads, the only thing that's guaranteed not to have any ads is their specific Hulu original content. That's where they get you. So depending on the network, it's their right And if they want to put ads in place of where the commercials were and the commercial breaks, then so be it. So sometimes when you're watching something on demand and you're not watching it live, obviously if you're watching it live, you're going to get commercials. But if you sometimes, depending on the network, when you're watching something on demand, there will be ads. Same thing with Fubo TV. Now, from what I've been told before, one way to kind of like get around that is to use your DVR service. Now, back to the price points. $64.99 is the starter for Fubo. $63.99 is the starter for Hulu, and that's with ads. Hulu gives you 50 hours of DVR service. Fubo gives you 250 hours of space. Okay. So remember, you're getting 50, 250. 50 for Hulu, 250 for Fubo. Here's where Hulu got shrewd. So I called them up and I said, listen, I decided on Monday night I was going to record the Chucky episode, the latest episode, episode 4, when it aired on Tuesday night, just in case I forget to catch it live. Because sometimes I lose track of time or whatever, and I don't get to catch it live and I have to watch it the next day. But the reason why I did this was not because whether I missed it live or whatever, it was because I wanted to see if I could, in fact, bypass the ads by just simply fast forwarding it, which you usually are allowed to do. Now, I will say, I think there's about 6 break points where ads go into the series, and they're at 3 minutes a pop. So you're talking about nearly 20 minutes of ads while you're watching the show. I could not fast forward it, and I was puzzled. So I called them up and I asked them, I said, hey, listen, I've been watching a show. This is the first time I decided to DVR it because the ads are just excessive, like just unbelievable. Like I get it. Yeah. If you're watching, see, if I'm watching something live and you're getting commercials, I get it. I mean, they got to make money. Yeah. The commercials are there for a reason. But when you're watching something on demand, especially within the cloud service, you should be able to fast forward through those ads. Anyway, long story short, she put me on a brief hold because she wanted to find out more info on what I was talking about. She came back and she told me that Hulu Live customers are no longer allowed. Now, I don't know if it's depending on the network, but from what she said is you're no longer allowed to seek what's called seeking or fast forwarding through an ad unless you pay the $10 extra a month for the enhanced cloud DVR service. So now they're this is how they're getting you. And I said, wow, this is shrewd because this is something that I used to do to bypass the commercials or bypass the ads, was just simply record it in my already limited amount of space in 50 hours. So I had to constantly, monitor how much I had and delete whatever I already watched and so on. But now they want you to pay $10 extra a month for an enhanced service to be able to fast forward it. So I just thought, again, I don't know if this is something you guys know as a Hulu customer or whether you're a Fubo and you're deciding, do I want to stay with Fubo? Do I want to try Hulu Live? Maybe you're not. Maybe you're with cable and you've been on the fence about buying one or the other. And again, I know there are a lot of other choices, but these are the two that I have used. So these are the two that I'm going to give you examples and, and pros and cons of. So I just thought that was insane, because I'm already paying $71, right? Well, I mean, at that point I was paying like 80 something because I had the sports package, but I'm already paying such and such amount of money. The other kicker is it's November. And I said this in my last stream, I'm going to say one other time. The last 2 Decembers, they have hiked their prices, their monthly prices up by $10. Because when I first, so this is 2021. So November of 2019, I was like paying 50 something, I think, or so 50. Yeah, about $50. They raised it to 10 that December 2019, and then last December 2020 they raised it another 10. So like I said, when you're paying with Hulu Live no ads like I am, you're paying $71 a month. So I don't know what they're going to do next month. And I even said that to you. I was like, look, I don't know what you're going to charge me next month, what price hike you're going to do this year, because you've been doing $10 a month the last 2 years. Now on top of that, you're basically forcing your users, if they don't want to sit through 20 minutes, at least 20, I'm almost positive there's 6 commercial breaks. I could be wrong. It could be more. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was, because I feel like there were more, but at least 18 to 20 minutes of ad space each time you watch something on DVR. I mean, that's just insane. Now, I will say one of the other shows that I do watch that I don't get a chance to watch live and I do watch on demand is Law and Order SVU. And to the best of my knowledge, I'm almost positive. I'm hope I'm right. There are no ads. So I think NBC is one of those networks that if you do watch something on demand, you can watch it ad free. So that is something that I am reaping the benefits, I should say, of paying for no ads. But at the same time, I just thought that was crazy. I wanted to relay that message with you guys. As I said, that last stream that I did back in June garnered a lot of views, but also a lot of comments, which I appreciate. You know, guys either saying that it was a great stream. And I said, like I said, I got about almost 70 thumbs up. But at the same time, it was the feedback that I got from you guys. So I just figured, let me come on, do a part two, keep it brief, but also let you know, obviously, uh, yeah. So I am currently with Hulu. Spoiler alert. I did go back to Hulu, and I said the reason why I did that was there were a few issues I had with Fubo, and it was ad related, ironically. But the other thing was, like, the kicker I said was, and the deal breaker was the fact that they did lose the rights to the Turner networks, so they no longer had TBS and TNT. And at that point, I had read an article that of August of this year that just passed, Hulu struck a deal with NFL to get NFL Network, and that was another reason why I was going to keep Hulu. I'm sorry, Fubo, because of the upcoming NFL season. But Hulu has NFL Network, so there goes that. So that's my quick stream, guys. I just wanted to let you know. Hopefully, this is also informative, and you like the stream. If you do so, please. As I said, I got almost 70 likes on my last stream, but almost 6,000 views. So that number could go up with the help of you guys. Obviously, drop those comments. Let me know what you thought about this, and let me know if I persuaded you to either stick with one or the other or go with one or the other. And yeah, so guys, like the stream, subscribe if you're not. I did also get a lot of subscribers, new subscribers from that last stream. So hopefully you more subscribers come in. I have content coming up, content on the board already for Saturday, but at the same time, I have things in the works that I'm just waiting on other people's schedules to align to be able to put those out. So you guys enjoy your day. And again, let me know in the comments what you guys decide or if you thought this stream was informative. Have a great day.